Hello, welcome back to our channel once again. This is Nihoi Kim Kong Sai and you're watching TCN English News Edition. First, the headlines. Tingnoupal's Kuki top body slams police statement over involvement and condemns medias of false allegations of two KIT leaders in the killing case of SDPO Anand. Mass protests held at Jantar Mantar calls center's intervention in an ongoing ethnic war in Manipur. Go to organize public consultative meeting come the 9th Remembrance Day. Meitei legislators who have submitted to Arambai Tango on January 24 cannot claim anyone to be the government of Manipur, says United Naga Council. Education Ministry enforces rules on coaching centers. News in detail. The Kuki impeaching Tingnoupal KIT district is upheld over the false and concocted police statement and subsequent media reports that Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate had admitted involvement in killing SDPO Anand, and vehemently denounced and condemned the false and concocted police statement and subsequent media reports. The Kuki MP Tingnoupal district issued a press release stating that the MP would like to make it clear to all that the two KIT leaders, namely Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate, did not admit their involvement in the CH Anand killing case, as they have nothing to do with the said incident. The Kuki MP Tingnoupal leaders stand for truth and will never compromise the truth. Initially, a fake Facebook account alleged Philip K. Khungsai of involving in killing SDPO Anand owned is ridiculous. All the major media published and news items based on the said fact FB posts. Various CSOs including KIT issued numerous press clarifications over the false allegations and demanded the police department to book the operator of the said FB account. In spite of several press statements, the police department didn't initiate investigations upon the said FB account, which spread false and concocted report over the KIT leader Philip K. Khungsai. Again, the police commando intruded the women protest site at ADC Junction and abducted the two Kuki MP leaders Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate, who were visiting the women folk. After abducting the two KIT leaders, the police commandos concocted allegations that the two KIT leaders, Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate, opened fire on the vehicles of Manipur Police Special CDO teams near Miraculous while they were on run patrolling and ran into a cluster of houses. The police commandos further cooked up a concocted report that the two were chased and overpowered, and one pistol along with 2 live rounds, 1 Chinese hand grenade, 10 rounds of AK ammunition, and 10 detonators with fuse were recovered from the positions of Philip and Hamkalal. All these allegations are stage-managed drama of the police commandos. In fact, on 17 January, the two KIT leaders Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate were with the women folk at ADC Junction. When the police commandos intruded and abducted the two, the two are civilian leaders and never possessed arms or ammunition. The concocted allegations didn't end here. Recently, the police further brought up a fake and concocted report that Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate had confessed and admitted to their involvement in killing SDPO CH Anand. The KIT would like to make it clear to all that the two leaders Philip K. Khungsai and Hamkalal Mate had nothing to do with the killing case of CH Anand, and the two didn't admit that they were involved in committing the crime. The KIT also like to caution the Meitei-centric police department to stop implicating the two KIT leaders with the killing incident of CH Anand. Police department must show impartiality, unprejudiced, unfair while dealing with the case. As the civil police, the department must not allow personal feelings, beliefs, or opinions to unfairly influence directions in any situation. Favoring one group or community over another and unfair biased investigations report will only increase hatred and violence. Today, the 3rd of February 2024, marked the 9th month of ethnic cleansing program unleashed against minority tribals belonging to Kuki-Zo community by the majority Meitei community Taxili with the support of Manipur state government. The horrific genocidal campaign against the Kuki-Zo community of Manipur has so far claimed 159 tribal lives, destroyed 200 plus villages along with 7,000 plus houses, and displaced 41,425 people. The violence has escalated in recent days with a continual attack on Kuki-Zo village and various hills of Manipur. In the border town of Murray, the state commandos used excessive forces on local Kuki-Zo tribals and sought agreement on 15 January 2024. Again, on January 19, 2024, numerous houses and schools were burned by the Meitei state forces, which was clearly captured by CCTV. This put the lives of people living in Murray in constant danger. The Meitei militants, namely the UNLF and Arambai Tengkel, crossed the buffer zone in cycle areas of Kangpokpi district on 27 January 2024 and killed one Kuki-Zo village guard named Tilminlun Komsai, aged 26 years. The attack on Kuki-Zo village occurs mostly on daily basis, putting the lives and property of tribals in peril. The call for complete annihilations of Kuki-Zo tribals by the Meitei began since 3rd May 2023. Initially, the Kokami and umbrella organizations for the Meitei civil society organization makes a public declaration to kill Kuki-Zo tribals and term them as narco-terrorists. The armed militia groups such as Arambai Tengkel and Meitei Lipund have looted or are handed over more than 5,000 automatic weapons along with 5 lakhs plus live ammunitions and mortars from the state armory. The reports from Indian security agencies points to increasing number of Meitei militants recruitment and put the strength of Arambai Tengkel alone at 50,000. There is complete breakdown of law and order in the state. The state government has completely surrendered to Meitei armed militia group. On 21st January 2024, all the 38 Meitei legislators were administered oath of allegiance by Arambai Tengkel, which is in complete violations of the constitutions of India and challenge to the integrity of Indian state. The state government continues to increase the deployment of Meitei state forces in the foothills of Imphal Valley, which facilitates the attack of Kuki-Zo villages in recent days. The Kuki-Zo people has completely lost trust in the state government. Considering the above-mentioned facts, the Kuki students organizations, Delhi and Kuki-Zo Women's Forum, Delhi earnestly appeal to the central government to immediately take over the administrations of Kuki-Zo inhabited areas of Manipur and govern it directly from New Delhi. It is impossible for the tribals, particularly the Kuki-Zo community, to live under Meitei state government, who have submitted itself to the dictates of the armed radical groups. We request the Union government to send more central forces to protect Kuki-Zo villages, strengthen the preferred zones, give more power and authority to the central forces to stop Meitei militants from attacking Kuki-Zo villages. The recovery of looted arms and ammunition from the state armory should be prioritized, and the central forces should be given full power to restore law and order in the state. The state commandos should be immediately withdrawn from Murray to stop further killing and violence in the border town. All displaced students should be allowed to continue their educations outside the state. Finally, the central government should carry out its constitutional duty to protect the lives, dignity, and properties of Kuki-Zo tribals in sincerest manner. We sum up our demands as followed. Immediate and complete withdrawal of Meitei state security forces and VBIGs from Murray. The replacement of Colonel Akas Oinam CO-18AR in cycle for effective law and order situations. A written assurance from competent authorities ensuring the safety and security of the Kuki people in Murray and all other Kukis of inhabited areas of the state. Effective enforcement of buffer zones and essential forces should be given power and authority to stop Meitei militants from intruding and attacking Kukizal villages. Removal of all army officers from Manipur to ensure neutrality and impartiality of central forces. A replacement by non-Manipuri officers. The central government should immediately raid in Manipur government, who is now controlled by the Meitei militant groups. The state government has completely surrendered to the Meitei militants. An alternative arrangement for security and governance of the tribals in the hills should be arranged at the earliest. Displaced students should be given admission in educational institutes outside the state to complete their studies. There are hundreds of Kukizal students, including medical, nursing, and engineering, who could not continue their studies. The central government should expedite the formations of separate administrations for the Kukizal tribals to bring lasting peace in the international border state of Manipur.
Of bullets and bombs and guns, what will be next? Will it be tanks and missiles and nuclear weapons? Will India be allowed to become a rogue terrorist state under the watch of agencies? Today, all this loot of arms and ammunition has become a threat to global security because, as per reports, these arms are being exported out of India and can be used anywhere. Why are administration agencies not worried? Why does the CBI go and raid a Harsh Mandar, but they are not raiding those responsible for the gravest threat to national security? Why will the NIA go make other raids which look like they are politically motivated, but still the perpetrators of the biggest loot in the history of independent India still roam free? Why is Manipur being thrusted back into militancy? Why do reports come that Manipur may suffer for the next 20-30 years because of a revival of militancy? Where are the agencies is my question to the NIA and to the CBI, to the Home Ministry. A few days back I wrote another letter to the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Mr. Pralhad Joshi, asking that when the Parliament of India can take immediate action on those people who cause a threat by breaching the Parliament security, which also is quite surprising that the new Parliament, some people were just able to enter the new Parliament and cause a security threat when those people have been imposed with UAPA. Then why not those responsible for the gravest threat to the country? Despite Supreme Court orders, in August itself, after my intervention application was filed, the Honorable Apex Court directed the committee and the special officer appointed, Mr. Dattatreya Patsalgikar, that you should register FIRs under all the stringent sections of the IPC, of the Arms Act and Anti-Terrorism Act. Where are those people? Why do those people still roam around free? Why is every single individual who was responsible to safeguard the weapons, to safeguard the lives, and to safeguard the state of Manipur and to safeguard the nation, why are they not in jail already? Loot of
The Committee on Tribal Unity would like to appreciate the general public for making this public consultative meeting come the 9 Remembrance Day a grand success. Despite the inclement weather and a chilly morning, we have huge turnout from all walks of life. people who are concerned about their physical well-being and political security in this ensuing communal conflict. Unlike the majoritarian community who resorted to profane violations and desecrations of the constitutions to achieve their goals, we, the Kuki-Zo community, still adhere to the ideals of rules of laws of the land to achieve our political aspirations. Therefore, in a nutshell, today's meeting is based on the underlying principles and provisions of the Indian constitutions. Eminent leaders, CSOs, and public representatives spoke on the needs to demand for a separate administration. There was a deliberate discussions on the aspirations. Nemtakib Gand, the Honorable Minister, assured the people so Star Hills that all the Kuki-Zo representatives are all united in our quest towards our political goals. Therefore, Halkulet Kipken, Honorable MLA, reaffirmed that the demand for separate administration is nothing new, but reaffirmations to the 1828 Treaty of Yandabo. In fact, he cautioned that the majoritarian community foresaw that the Treaty of Yandabo would pose a possible conflict for the greater Kangleipak. They have burned the historical accounts of the Kuki-Zo from the state archives to belittle our patriotism towards the cause of the Indian national movement too. Luntang Haukip, former MDC and executive member of Surrey Hills Chiefs Association, states that oath of allegiance with the Rambai Tangles on the 21st January 2024 at Kangla Fort, the incumbent CM Biren Singh has lost the moral rights to be chief minister of the Kuki-Zo communities. Eventually, the Committee on Tribal Unity and all its sister organizations, in consultations with all stakeholders, have resolved to declare that buffer zone to give befitting response against aggression into Kuki-Zo dominated area, to accept the Kokomi, Sanajauba, and Ambiran co-sponsor to declare war on the Kuki-Zo, to object border fencing on regions of FMR areas bordering erstwhile Manipur and Myanmar, to sustain separate administration, UT with legislature movement under Article 3 of the Constitution of India. Kuki-Zo community will always endorse UPF in K&O political negotiations with the central government.
Today we have a public consultative meeting on occasion of the 9th Remembrance Day to resolve to the following points: to give befitting response against aggression into the Kuki-Zo dominated area, to accept that Kokomi, Sanayauba, and Biren Singh co-sponsor to declare war on the Kuki-Zo, to object border fencing on region of FMR areas bordering erstwhile Manipur and Myanmar, to sustain separate administration, union territory with legislature, movement under Article number 3 of the Constitution of India. Kuki-Zo community will always endorse UPF and K&O political negotiation with the central government. Today we have a
The United Naga Council has claimed that the Meitei legislators who have submitted to the Rambai Gold on January 24, 2024 at Kangla cannot claim anymore to be the government of the entire state of Manipur, and the state government has limited its power, functions, and relevance to the Valley and the Meitei community only. Not to speak of reining in the non-state actors, the state government has always allowed itself to be dictated and co-opted into the radicalized organizations, says UNC in a release issued in February, expressing concern over the problems faced by the Naga community in the ongoing Kuki and Meitei conflict. The UNSC sent a message and appeal to the Meiteis and Kuki-Zo groups to immediately desist from targeting, provoking, and attacking the Nagas, their homes and properties in the Imphal Valley and also in the peripheral hill areas. The UNC warns that it will have no option but to call upon the Naga populace in Imphal to vacate the valley in preparations for further appropriate measures. Thereafter, if their appeal is disrespected in the Imphal Valley, The UNC also declared that the cookies of free access to the Naga township and villages and free passes will be prohibited if the cookies of group continue with their targeting of the Nagas. In the interest of peace, in spite of the extreme provocations, Nagas have addressed many sensitive situations and sought to resolve them through customary laws and practices, staged the release. Yet, time and again, the Nagas have been attacked with impunity, making mockery of the many agreements and resolutions from restorations of peace and good relations, says UNSC. UNC stated, "It is no wonder that the attack on Nagas in Imphal Valley have not been prevented nor addressed with state instruments as it should be, with the state government in place." The United Naga Council claims that the Meitei legislatures and government of India owes it to the people of India to explain what it has been doing for the last 9 months, with the situations going from bad to worse day by day, while Nagas have become victims of its neutrality to the conflict. The UNC stated that the positions of neutrality decided upon by the Nagas in the quest of peace and communal harmony in Manipur in the wake of the 3rd May 2023 violence brought about the following casualties, amongst many others. Further, UNC in the release mentioned a list of incidents perpetrated upon the Nagas in the ongoing conflict since May 2023. UNC stated that the Nagas were subjected to unwarranted cutting of inter-village block roads or blockage or constructions of bunkers or tracking, frisking, extortions of taxes along the national highways and inter-district roads by armed militants and women folk, frisking, checking, violent behavior, kidnapping, looting, and extortion against Nagas by Meitei radicalized groups and women folk in Imphal Valley, and also collections of money from citizens traveling along the highways by Mera Pipes. Judges burned and demolished and sacrilegious acts committed inside religious places of worship by the radicalized Meiteis in the name of waging war against the community. In all the acts of violence, intimidations, disrespect, and insult, the common emissions of mistaken identity have been cited, says UNC. In response to growing concerns over student suicides, inadequate facilities, and questionable teaching methods, the Ministry of Education has introduced stringent guidelines aimed at regulating private coaching centers. According to the Financial Express, the new regulation prohibits coaching centers from admitting students under the age of 16 and address deceptive practices such as false assurance of guaranteed ranks or high marks. Additionally, the guidelines seeks to establish a legal framework to oversee the unchecked expansion of private coaching centers. The government's decisions comes amidst report of fire incident and a need for comprehensive measures to alleviate the intense academic pressure faced by students. Under the new guidelines, coaching centers are mandated to establish a proactive mechanism for offering sustained assistance to students expressing stressful situations. Trained counselors must be appointed to provide effective guidance and counseling for both students and parents. To address financial concerns, coaching centers are instructed to set fair and reasonable fee structures, providing clear receipts for all transactions. They must also furnish a prospectus outlining courses offered, including details on course duration, classes, tutorials, and other relevant information. In response to the guidelines, tuition centers claim to have a team of well-trained and experienced counselors to address student queries and problems. The emphasis is on prioritizing the mental well-being of students, acknowledging the stress associated with academics. Prominent figures in the education sector have voiced their opinion on the new approach. Maithili Tambe, CEO of the Academic School DAS, highlighted the intense academic pressure students face. Niraj Kumar, founder and CEO of Peak Mind, emphasized the importance of understanding students' feelings beyond just caring about grades. Srinivas Kanduti, director of Sanjay Godawat IIT and Medical Academy SGIMA, assured transparency in fee structures, leaving no room for hidden charges. These regulations signify a crucial step towards ensuring the well-being of students and bringing accountability to the private coaching sector. The Northeast Catholic Research Forum and ECARF has vehemently condemns the disrespect shown towards Christian prayers by a group of militant groups in a widely circulated video, which has shocked everyone. NECARF issued a press release on Friday stating that the deplorable act not only undermines the principles of secularism but also poses a grave threat to religious harmony in Manipur. And ECARF was reacting to a viral video released by Amatis, which went viral in social media, where a member of a Rambai temple could be seen mocking the idol of Jesus, the Bible, and imitating a Christian marriage inside a church, which they also destroyed later. The release stated that NECARF exposes the nefarious designs behind such actions, recognizing the inherent challenges in expecting the current government to effectively restore peace. In acknowledging the authority represented by the present dispensations, NECARF also calls upon both the state and central governments to urgently address these issues impartially, regardless of community or religious affiliations. The failures to take decisive actions not only jeopardize public order in Manipur but also places the entire northeast region at risk of destabilizations, stated the release. NECARF further stated that the ruling dispensation must realize that allowing such acts to persist will not only lead to historical blame but may also result in severe repercussions for India. Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Inspector General Assam Rifles South, conducted a medical camp at village Henglip, Churchampur district on 2nd February 2024. Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Inspector General Assam Rifles South, conducted a medical aid camp at village Henglip, Churchampur district on 2nd February 2024. In continuation to its compassionate effort to enhance mutual trust, harmony, and peaceful association with the local population, ensuring a healthy environment and understanding the medical requirements of underprivileged inhabitants of remote villages. The medical camp was organized. Total of 236 villagers or residents, including 50 males, 83 females, and 103 children from Hinglip, Nazang, Tinghizang, Eskonum, Kolham village, benefited from the said camp. Medical team of Unit Hospital 36 Assam Rifles, led by Commandant Dr. Lamintang Singh Sont, Captain Pradeep Yadav, Regimental Medical Officer, and medical staff of Unit Hospital 36 Assam Rifles examined and provided free consultative and necessary medications for the villagers. The villagers were also briefed about the importance of early diagnosis and treatment of diseases. Special focus was given on educating the villagers about hygiene, sanitization, prevention, and control of lifestyle, disease diagnosis, prevailing style diseases. Villagers were also educated about the precautions to be taken and routines to be followed on a daily basis to ensure a healthy and disease-free family and society. Brigadier Michael D. Soja, DIG, HQ 27th Sector, Assam Rifles Colonel SS Jasrotia, Commandant 36 Assam Rifle, Mr. D. L. Sikil, officiating Headmaster Hinglip High School, inspected the medical camp. The Village Authority of Hinglip Village lauded the human service of the Assam Rifles in providing much-needed medical aid to the remote villages. The medical team also provided life-saving first aid to a villager who sustained a deep cut injury over the right knee with profuse bleeding He was evacuated to district hospital after the bleeding have been controlled and warm dressing. That is all from tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.